Hello and welcome back to the Feet and Away podcast. I'm Duncan Gorman and I'm joined here by Nathan Weir. Nathan, how you getting on?
Hi Dunk, how's form?
Yeah, not bad. Surviving. Another pretty dour week for results. Aberdour. That was terrible. So here we have Lovett 2, Canusi 2. What do you reckon of that? A good result for Canusi?
Oh, interesting question. I think these are the two teams to watch this season. So it's quite relevant that they've both drawn here. I mean, either team could have probably walked out of there, but what's interesting to see is the people who scored. I mean, three big names this season, and I think you'll see them popping up a lot more on the score sheet. Greg Matheson, Mark McLachlan, and Savio Giannini. They all seem to be on form right now.
Savio Giannini, obviously we know what he's capable of. Back in 2014, he just couldn't seem to stop scoring. He was a bit of a prodigy boy. Then he seems to not taking the foot off the gas. He's obviously been playing for Scotland under 21s. He's just maybe playing a different role. Do you think he's just been learning when he's been set back in the midfield, adopting his game? Now he's coming back ready. Do you think we're going to see a lot of him?
Yeah, I still think he's been an integral part of Canusi, and maybe we didn't see him so much on the score sheet, but he was playing a different role. But I think Canusi have put their trust in him. They've put him up front, and yeah, he seems to be really, really flying off the mark. I can't wait to see what he's going to do over the season.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine that he's probably going to be a bit further up the park if he's leaving impacts on that. A huge result for Canusi, especially against Lovett, who just tore Kinlochshiel to shreds in the first week. So pretty slow start. Another 4 games cancelled during week 3. Weather's horrendous, as you'd imagine, in the Highlands of Scotland during March. But moving on to week 4, a bit busier. Kyle's Athletic 3, Inverary 1, Newtonmore 1, Canusi 3, Oban Camanach 1, Kinlochshiel 1, Lochaber 1, Colmally 1, Caberfay 2, and Lovett 2. An interesting set of results. Newtonmore, what's happening here?
Well, they'll be hurting after that in Newtonmore, the Badenoch derby. But
it does. I can confirm it does hurt. I wasn't playing, but even just seeing those results pop up, it is painful. Newtonmore missing Glenn McIntosh. Is that a huge loss to them? He's away. I think it was in Las Vegas or something. I'm sure he's enjoying himself there until of course the scores pop up.
Well, yeah, undoubtedly. I mean, Glenn's a big physical presence. I mean, I remember my debut against him, and he absolutely tore me to shreds. He couldn't. Fastest swing I've seen in Shinty, and yeah, he would have been a big miss there today against the slightly less physical Canusi side. So yeah, a really big miss, but hopefully he'll be back. And
flashbacks to last season for Newtonmore, the 1-0 loss against Canusi, in which actually Savio Giannini scored the winner then, I'm pretty sure as well, and we have again seen him on the score sheet this week. It's not looking great. I'd say. How many more points can Newtonmore afford to lose now?
Yeah, they'll need to have a look at themselves. A big reaction again. I mean, the season's never over this early on. But you have to say Canusi are looking very strong right now.
Yeah, definitely, especially taking apart such an experienced team like Newtonmore. Lovett still coming in great form. As we've said before, it's insane. Greg Matheson. Another hat trick, first hat trick of the season, and 8 goals for Lovett. They can't really be stopped at the minute, can they?
Yeah, it's a very potent forward line for Lovett. I know they've got Mark McLachlan and Greg Matheson, but they've also got Lewis Tawes supporting. So it seems to be really working for them up front right now, and they're definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Coming to gold, it will be interesting to see what happens as they reach the sort of bigger teams around the season, and can they maintain this? A lot of seasons start really well and maybe peter out towards the end of the season, and some seasons such teams such as Newtonmore maybe start a bit slower and then grow into the season. It will be interesting to see where it goes from here. Kyle's Athletic, first game of the season, a good win over Inverary. Is there anything unexpected there?
Well, I think Kyle's Athletic have always been a strong team over the past, and they've always challenged for the league. I think it's a good start for them, and Inverary will be hurting after that because they're just newly promoted. You know, they'd be looking to get a good result to put a firm foothold in this league. But I think the stronger team won on the day, really.
And do you think we could see Inverary maybe sort of hold their own against bigger teams like Comali's shown already? Do you think they'll be up at the same sort of level, or will they struggle this season?
I mean, you can never discount Inverary. I mean, they've got such a good pedigree behind them. They've got a great history in the league and Camanachd Cups. But I think they will struggle with the calibre of this Premier League right now. It's very competitive. But as to say, you know, they're a good side and hopefully they'll do well.
Comali continue their winning form. Another good win for them during the Lochaber Derby, beating them 2-1. The winner from Cal McDougall, our Edinburgh University teammate, who's saved us a couple times.
Good old Shaggy boy.
They'll be chuffed on that result. They're going strong, and hopefully for them, they can continue to do this. A harder result, an easier result to win than the first game of the fixture against Newtonmore.
Well, I'm sure they wouldn't have put the same performance in against Newtonmore. I still think that's going to be one of the results of the season, the first week. But you know, it's just a really strong performance again from this Comali team, and they definitely are one to watch. But interesting to see that Lochaber holding on until the final minutes, so that they're not out at all. And it's just really great to see how they've managed to, you know, after all this adversity at the start of the season, really kind of
they do seem to be
they're
fighters.
clawing on.
Fighters. Yep. They did claw back a good result against Canusi. So who knows? The league's certainly still open, especially at such early stages like this. So forming up after the fourth week, the league table is Lovett in first place with 6 points. Second place is Canusi with 4 points. Third is Clonmally with 2 points. Oban are still in fourth place with 2 points. Newtonmore dropped to sixth with 2 points, suffering their defeat to Canusi. Seventh place is Lochaber with 1 point, and Kinloch Shiel are stuck in eighth place, having gained their first point this weekend. Inverary and Caberfay both in 9th and 10th with 0 points. Starting to see some more action anyway, and hopefully the pitches do get a bit better. What do you make of that league table as it begins to take shape and Lovett sort of are beginning to establish their dominance at the top?
Yeah, they are establishing their dominance, but you've got to remember they've dropped points too, so this could be costly for them at the start of the season. So it's never over yet. All the teams have dropped points, so we'll have to see how it goes, really.
All to play for. Newtonmore, 6th place, need a lot to come back. It hurts me to see them there, but it is what it is. I'm just going to say that we're starting slow and we'll be back to good form as soon as possible next week. I've been Duncan Gorman and this is Nathan Weir, and this has been the Feet and Away Results podcast. Thanks for listening and we'll catch you in a couple of weeks.